kept giving you reasons to stay a little more. You kept finding excuses to walk toward the door. I loved you out loud, you loved me in doubt. I was all in, you were halfway out. I asked for honesty, you gave me delay and called it space. You never chose me when it mattered most. I fought for our future, you fought staying close. Love fell one-sided, I felt it every night. I was holding on tight. You were letting go light. You said I meant something, just not enough yet. Like loving me fully was a future regret. I lowered my voice, I softened my needs. I became less of myself so you'd stay with me. I kept hoping effort would make you see, but love shouldn't beg to be. You never chose me when it mattered most. I fought for our future, you fought staying close. Love fell one-sided, I felt it every night. I was holding on tight, you were letting go light. Maybe love isn't confusion, maybe it's clear from the start. Maybe if someone wants you, they don't tear you apart. I won't blame myself for wanting something true. I showed you my heart. You never chose me, and now I finally see. Loving you cost me too much of me. Love fell one-sided, but I'm choosing my life. I won't beg to be loved for the rest of my nights. I stayed when it was heavy, when loving you felt wrong. I carried all the quiet you ignored for so long. You said I wasn't nothing, but never said I was enough. I live between your maybes, that space is cruel and rough. I kept telling myself you'd come back around, but circles never lead to ground. I meant something, at least that's what you said. But love don't fade that easy if it's really meant. You let drift what I held tight. I gave you my days, you gave me goodbye. You touch me like a habit, not like something you lose. You stay just long enough so I'd stay confused. I memorized your silence, learned the shape of your doubt. You were already leaving while I was holding us out. I kept calling it patience, but it felt like denial. Loving you hurt in style. I meant something, at least for a while. But love don't hesitate when it's real inside. You let drift what I held tight. I stayed for forever. You left overnight. Maybe love isn't fragile. Maybe people are scared. Maybe I loved honestly and you weren't prepared. But I won't shrink my heart to fit someone unsure. I deserve a love that's steady and sure. I meant something, now I know it's true. Even if you couldn't see it, that don't make it untrue. You let drift what I held tight. But I'm done losing sleep over someone who couldn't fight. I loved you without armor, let you see every scar. You kept one foot in tomorrow, one already far. I spoke in honesty, you answered with doubt. I kept leaning in while you were finding a way out. I thought love would be louder if I just stayed real. But fear doesn't feel. You chose fear when love asked you to stay. You called it protection, I called it walking away. I stayed soft, I stayed true. I broke open my heart while you closed yours too. You said you weren't ready, like love's a perfect time. I waited in pieces, crossing every line. You felt like home sometimes, then turned into space. I kept holding your hand while you slid from my place. I kept loving the version of you that almost tried. That's the one that died. You chose fear when love asked you to stay. You called it protection, I called it walking away. I stay soft, I stay true. I broke open my heart while you is the bravest thing still. I won't harden my soul from the way you ran. I loved you honestly, and I'll love like that again. You chose fear, but I choose to heal. I won't apologize for the love I feel. I stay soft even through I didn't lose myself loving you. You just never knew how to. Held your storms like secret, sheltered every doubt. I stayed when loving you felt like bleeding out. You said you needed patience, I gave you all I had. But love shouldn't feel like mercy or leaving someone sad. I kept fixing all the cracks you never tried to mend. That's where it ends. I loved harder than you ever could. I fought for us when you said maybe it was good. You loved less, I felt it all along. I stay writing up forever while you were writing, you're gone. You held me like a question, not like something you lose. You said I meant the world, just not enough to choose. I gave you every chance to meet me halfway, but halfway love still walks away. I can't believe an effort would make you stay, but love don't work that way. I loved harder than you ever could. I fought for us when you said maybe it was good. I felt it all along. I stayed writing up forever while you were writing, you're gone. Maybe loving deeper means you hurt more too. Maybe I didn't fail, maybe I outgrew you. I won't shrink my heart your fear. I love with everything, and I'll keep it that clear. I loved hard, and I won't regret it now. You loved less, and that's the truth aloud. I didn't lose loving you, I lost being ignored. in who you'd be. I loved you in the quiet, when you barely noticed me. I gave you all my patience, all the faith I had inside. You took it like a given, never asked me why. I kept falling deeper while you stayed unsure. Love shouldn't feel like that anymore. I loved first, I loved hardest too. I built a future while you were passing through. You love last like it wasn't real. I was already broken by the time you chose to feel. You learned my heart in pieces only when I pulled away. Funny how you saw my worth when I stopped begging you to stay. I carried all the effort, all the weight of us. You showed up when it was easy, now when love was rough. I kept choosing us when you chose yourself. That's how I lost myself. I loved first, I loved hardest too. I built a future while you were passing through. You loved less like it wasn't real. I was already broken by the time you chose to feel. Maybe love comes early to hearts that aren't afraid. Maybe it comes later to those who hesitate. But I won't punish my heart for loving true and fast. I'd rather love too soon and never love like that. I love first and I'll love again someday. I won't wait to be chosen by someone who delays. You love last when I was already gone. I didn't lose love in you, I lost waiting too long. I kept giving you reasons to stay a little more. You kept finding excuses to walk toward the door. I loved you out loud, you loved me in doubt. I was all in, you were halfway out. I asked for honesty, you gave me delay and called it Spain. You never chose me when it mattered more. I fought for our future, you fought staying close. Love fell one-sided, I felt it every night. I was holding on tight, you were letting go light. just not enough yet. Like loving me fully was a future regret. I lowered my voice, I softened my needs, I became less of myself. So you stay with me. I kept hoping effort would make you see, but love shouldn't beg to be. You never chose me when it mattered most. I fought for our future, you fought staying close. Love felt one-sided, I felt it every night. I was holding on tight, you were letting go light. Maybe love isn't confusion, maybe it's clear from the start. Maybe if someone wants you, they don't tear you apart. I won't blame myself for wanting something true. I showed you my heart, you just never knew. You never chose me, and now I finally see loving you cost me too much of me. Love felt one-sided, but I'm choosing my life. I won't beg to be loved for the rest of my nights. I stayed when it was heavy, when loving you felt wrong. I carried all the quiet you ignored for so long. You said I wasn't nothing, but never said I was enough. I lived between your maybes, that space is cruel and rough. I kept telling myself you'd come back around, but circles never lead to ground. I meant something, at least that's what you said. But love don't fade that easy if it's really meant. You let drift what I held tight. I gave you my days, you gave me goodbye. You touch me like a habit, not like something you lose. You stay just long enough so I'd stay confused. I memorized your silence, learned the shape of your doubt. You were already leaving while I was holding us out. I kept calling it patience, but it felt like denial. Loving you hurt in style. I meant something, at least for a while. But love don't hesitate when it's real inside. You let drift what I held tight. I stayed for forever. don't make it untrue. You let drift what I held tight, but I'm done losing sleep over someone who couldn't fight. You without armor, let you see every scar. You kept one foot in tomorrow, one already far. I spoke in honesty, you answered with doubt. I kept leaning in while you were finding no way out. I thought love would be louder if I just stayed real, but fear doesn't feel. You chose fear when love asked you to stay. You called it protection, I called it walking away. I stayed soft, I stayed true, I broke open my heart while you closed yours too. You said you weren't ready, like love's a perfect time. I waited in pieces, crossing every line. You felt like home sometimes, then turned into space. I kept holding your hand while you slipped from my place. I kept loving the version of you that almost tried. That's the one that died. You chose fear when love asked you to stay. You called it protection, I called it walking away. I stayed soft, I stayed true, I broke open my heart while you closed yours too. Maybe love isn't gentle to heart, scared to feel. Maybe staying soft is the bravest thing still. I won't harden my soul from the way you ran. I loved you honestly, and I'll love like that again. You chose fear, but I choose to heal. I won't apologize for the love I feel. I stayed soft even through I didn't lose myself loving you. You just never knew how to. Held your storms like secret, sheltered every doubt. I stayed when loving you felt like bleeding out. You said you needed patience, I gave you all I had. But love shouldn't feel like mercy or leaving someone sad. I kept fixing all the cracks, you never tried to mend. That's where it ends. I loved harder than you ever could. I fought for us when you said maybe it was good. You love less, I felt it all along. I stay writing our forever. While you were writing your gone. You held me like a question, not like something you lose. You said I meant the world, just not enough to choose. I gave you every chance to meet me halfway, but halfway love still walks away. I kept believing effort would make you stay, but love don't work that way. I loved harder than you ever could. I fought for us when you said maybe it was good. You love less, I felt it all along. I stay writing our forever. While you were writing your gone. Maybe loving deeper means you hurt more too. But maybe I didn't fail, maybe I outgrew you. I won't shrink my heart to match your fear. I loved with everything, and I'll keep it that clear. I loved harder, and I won't regret it now. You love less, and that's the truth aloud. I didn't lose love in you, I lost being ignored. I gave you my whole heart, you never gave yours. I saw the good before the cracks, believed in who you'd be. I loved you in the quiet when you barely noticed me. I gave you all my patience, all the faith I had inside. You took it like a given, never asked me why. I kept falling deeper while you stayed unsure. Love shouldn't feel like that anymore. I loved first, I loved hardest too. I built a future while you were passing through. You loved less, like it wasn't real. I was already broken by the time you chose to feel. You learned my heart in pieces only when I pulled away. Funny how you saw my worth when I stopped begging you to stay. I carried all the effort, all the weight of us. showed up when it was easy, not when love was rough. I kept choosing us when you chose yourself. That's how I lost myself. I loved first, I loved hardest too. I built a future while you were passing through. You loved last like it wasn't real. I was already broken by the time you chose to feel. Maybe love comes early to hearts that aren't afraid. Maybe it comes later to those who hesitate. But I won't punish my heart for loving true and fair. I'd rather love too soon than never love like that. I love first, and I'll love again someday. I won't wait to be chosen by someone who delays. Your love last when I was already gone. I didn't lose loving you, I lost waiting too long. I stood by every promise, every mood, every scar. I chose you on your worst days, loved you as you are. You said I was your safe place, said you'd never leave. But safety doesn't disappear when love is real and free. I gave you all my patience, all the truth I knew. You gave me distance too. I chose you every single time when loving you was heavy. I still called you mine, you chose elsewhere. When things got hard, I stayed with my whole heart. You stayed halfway gone. I fought for every moment you were ready to quit. I bent myself in pieces so you wouldn't feel the split. You said you needed clarity, I felt myself erased. Funny how you found yourself when I lost my place. I kept choosing even when you didn't choose me. That's the difference between you and me. I chose you every single time when loving you was heavy. I still called you mine, you chose elsewhere. When things got hard, I stayed with my whole heart. You stayed halfway gone. Maybe love is choosing even when it hurts to stay. Maybe leaving is easier than facing what you break. But I won't regret loving with everything I had. I'd rather love too deeply than love you halfway back. I chose you, now I choose myself. I won't beg for someone who put me on a shelf. You chose elsewhere, and that's your truth. I didn't lose you, you lost someone who chose you. I look in the mirror and I don't know that face. Just tired of loving, tired of the pain you left in this place. I replay every moment, every word I couldn't say, wondering if I was the reason you walked away. I gave you my everything, still you needed someone else. Now I'm stuck here blaming myself. I hate myself for loving you, for believing you would stay. I hate myself for all the nights I begged you anyway. I broke my own heart trying to hold on to you. I hate myself for thinking your love was true. I change all my colors just to fit your world. I swallow my feelings, let my silence go unheard. You said I was enough, but your actions said I wasn't. Now I'm picking up the pieces of the trust I lost in us. I keep asking what I did wrong, why I was so easy to lose, why loving you cost me you. I hate myself for loving you, for ignoring all the signs. I hate myself for wasting all my heart and all my time. I broke my own heart trying to make you choose. I hate myself for thinking your love was true. Maybe someday I'll forgive me for loving too deep, too fast, for seeing a future in something that couldn't last. I don't hate who I am, I just hate who I became when I loved someone who never felt the same. I hate myself a little less tonight. Now I finally see the truth. You didn't leave because I failed, you left because of you. I'm learning how to heal, learning what I deserve to. I don't hate myself anymore. I hate what loving you did to me. I was talking to your body while your heart was somewhere else. You were standing right beside me, but you never chose yourself. I kept asking if you're okay. You kept saying I'm just tired. But love don't feel like distance when both hearts are still on fire. I carried every conversation, every tear you wouldn't hold. Somehow I loved alone. I loved alone while you slowly checked out. I was screaming all my feelings. You were living in your doubts. I stayed fighting for forever. You stayed halfway gone. I gave you all of me, but I loved alone. You stopped asking how I'm feeling, stopped noticing my pain. You said we'd be alright while we were circling the train. I kept lowering my knees so you wouldn't feel the weight. Funny how I lost myself trying to make you stay. I kept hoping you'd come back to the love you used to show, but your heart already said no. I loved alone while you slowly checked out. I was screaming all my feelings. You were living in your doubts. I stayed fighting for forever. You stayed halfway gone. I gave you all of me, but I loved alone. Maybe love can't survive when only one heart tries. Maybe I wasn't asking too much. Maybe you were just done inside. I won't keep blaming myself for the effort you didn't give. Loving you cost me myself, and I still had to live. I loved alone, but I won't anymore. I won't beg for someone who will meet me at the door. You checked out quietly, left me strong and torn. I loved you with everything, but I loved alone. I saw the way you looked at me, like love was on your tongue. But every time you pulled me close, your heart stayed on the run. I kept searching for the moment you would finally let me in, but loving you was waiting for a door that wouldn't open. Gave you every quiet truth, every part I never showed. But some hearts learn to stay closed. I loved you first, and maybe that's why it hurt the most. Holding on to something breaking, falling harder than you chose. You kept slipping through my fingers like a story left untold. And I'm standing in the silence with nothing left to hold. You kissed me like a memory you hadn't lived yet in your mind. You loved me in the moments when the world world felt undefined. But every time I reached for you, you faded just like smoke. Your love was in the nearness, but your fear was in the choke. And I kept trying to be enough for a heart I've turned away. Love can't grow if it won't stay. I loved you first, and maybe that's why it hurt the most. Holding on to something breaking, falling harder than you chose. You kept slipping through my fingers like a story left untold. And I'm standing in the silence with nothing left to hold. Maybe in another world you would meet me where I stand. Maybe you choose a tomorrow you were too afraid to plan. But I can't keep losing pieces of myself inside your doubt. I have to let you go so I can finally crawl back out. I loved you first, and maybe that's the truth I keep. Some loves burn a little brighter, but they're never ours to keep. You slipped right through my finger before the story could unfold. And now I'm left remembering with nothing left to hold. You said it wasn't my fault, but you looked at me that way, like loving you too deeply was the reason you couldn't stay. I carried all the silence, all the fights we never had. I took the weight of losing you and called it something I was bad at. You walked away so certain, left me questioning myself. I became someone else. So blame me again if it helps you sleep at night. Say I asked for too much, say I loved you wrong somehow. You got to heal and move on. I stayed broken in the end. You don't miss what you don't feel, so go on, play me again. I learned to read between your lines, the parts you wouldn't say. I'm just tired, meant goodbye in a quieter kind of way. I begged you to be honest, you begged me not to cry. Funny how the truth showed up only after you said goodbye. You left me with the questions you refused to answer then. Now I replay them. So blame me again for wanting you to stay, for believing all your promises meant something anyway. You got to heal and move on. I stayed broken in the end. You don't miss what you don't feel, so go on, blame me again. Maybe patient. Maybe you were too afraid. Maybe love scares people who don't know how to stay. But I won't keep carrying a guilt that isn't mine. I loved you with my whole heart, and that should be just fine. Play me again if that's what helps you cope. But I'm done drowning in regret for a love you couldn't hold. You got to heal and move on. I stayed broken back then, but I'm learning how to rise now. So you can't blame me again. I saw it in your eyes. You were tired of trying, and you said you needed space. But I felt you saying goodbye. I kept fixing every crack, every silence, every fight, while you were slowly learning how to live without my light. I kept believing love could bring you back to me, but love needs two hearts beating. You gave up while I stayed open. I kept drowning in the words you left unspoken. I fought for us with everything I had. You let it slip, and I stay sad. You stopped asking how I felt, stopped caring if I cried. You said nothing was wrong, but something in us died. I lowered all my needs so you wouldn't feel the strain. Funny how I lost myself trying to ease your pain. I kept choosing you even when you chose to leave. That's what broke me. You gave up while I stayed open. I kept drowning in the words you left unspoken. I fought for us with everything I had. You let it slip, and I stayed sad. Maybe love isn't enough when one heart's already gone. Maybe holding on too long is how you break someone. But I won't hate myself for loving true and deep. I showed up for forever. You couldn't even stay a week. You gave up and I let go slowly. I can't keep loving someone who won't choose me. I stayed open, but now I see you didn't